We are back at King's Dominion. As you can see behind me, we got some of the coasters, but we're doing things a little different. Haunt season is the best season here on the channel, my favorite season of the year, and King's Dominion Haunt is one of the places that we intend to visit this year. So they're starting a little bit later than some of the other haunts that we've been talking about. We're going to try to do a construction update here at King's Dominion, see if anything's going up, and also give you a lay of the land for all the haunted houses. Let's get into it. And we're in. We're going to start making our way through right here at the entrance. I don't see any construction going on just yet. Oh, actually, I'm lying. Look right over here. Let's get a closer look. Our first little bit of construction here. So King's Dominion Halloween Haunt, this year celebrating 20 years of fear. So the event has been around for 20 years, starting in September 25th through October 31st on select nights. Fear is waiting for you. That's awesome. Well, hopefully this is a good sign that there's plenty more throughout the park. The beautiful fountains, as we see. Always gotta pay respect to the beautiful fountains. Let's make our way through the park. All right, so as we make our way through, we already got our first little bit of construction. I honestly didn't think, because this event starts a little bit later than the other events that we've currently been covering. So if you haven't done so already, make sure to check it out. We recently went and we did Busch Gardens for some construction updates. We've done 2 videos for them, and there's definitely been some updates since we've been there. And we look forward to going back at least one more time before Howl-O-Scream starts over at Busch Gardens. But this is our first construction update for King's Dominion, and we already see a little bit of construction, even though they start off later in the month. I would have thought they would have held off a little bit, so I'm excited to go through the whole entire park, show you guys where things are going to be, as well as see if anything else has gone up aside from the haunt sign in the entrance and that pumpkin. Exciting. And here, right under the Eiffel Tower, we got some signs for Halloween Haunt. And if you actually pull up their website, you'll see some of the updates here. Here, let's show you. So we got the scare zones, and Masquerade, I believe, is actually going to be located right here. Yeah. So in the Eiffel Tower, this little area right here where we're standing, once Halloween Haunt is in effect, you'll be able to experience Masquerade. All right, so also we got the houses. So far, it looks like 4 out of the 5 houses have been announced. We got Trick or Treat, we got Cornstalkers, we got Condemned, and then we got one to be announced, and then Blood on the Bayou. Let's check out and see where this is going to be. So Blood on the Bayou is going to be behind Windseeker. Let's make our way over there and check out the area, see if there's any construction around there, and also talk about this beautiful haunted house, or maze as they call it on the website, coming to Halloween Haunt here at King's Dominion. All right, as we make our way through to check out some of the other areas, I forgot to mention, Landon's here with us. Say hi, Landon.
Bonjour.
Bonjour. Yeah, he did the same thing last time when I introduced him on the video, speaking other languages. He speaks English, I promise. We're gonna get through the park. Yeah, don't worry, he does. But one of the places that's gonna change a little bit, I believe, is the tollway here. So let's give you a quick little view. I believe they're gonna add some scare actors to it and whatnot. So it's a cool little experience. It's a like ride along where you get to control the little cars. I've showed you the videos before, but let's take a little look at it. All right, so on the website, it's not mentioned under the mazes, but in years past they have haunted this area, and I know that it is going to be open for Halloween Haunt, and it also does have like a scare meter on it. They do like these little pumpkins to tell you how scary certain things will be. So I believe they're going to add some scare actors as you drive through here, and maybe some elements with like cobwebs and whatnot. Always a really cool experience. I enjoy this a lot, so I really do hope that they theme it Halloween. All right, this isn't Halloween Haunt related, but it does look like they've refreshed the King's Dominion clock over here with all like the flowers and everything. Those colors look very vibrant. I don't remember them being this bright, but right next to it, we do have a little bit of construction. Another sign for Halloween Haunt, kind of like what we saw in the entrance, but instead of a pumpkin next to it, we got like a little fence, like a graveyard fence with a skeleton next to it. I'm excited for the event, but yeah, this just kind of stuck out to me. So once again, we've made it. We got the blood on the bayou. The rumors of the swamp once ran red with blood, and it's time to find out if the rumors are true. You got behind Windseeker is where this is to be located, and here's Windseeker. So right at the end of Candy Apple Grove, to the right of Twisted Timbers, you'll find Windseeker. I'm not sure where the entrance will be, but right over here is where you'll find blood on the bayou. So it looks like Windseeker's coming down, and then I just took a peek over here to the left. So in between the jukebox and Twisted Timber over there, and then Windseeker, I think this area looks like a perfect fit to be adding a haunted house, or a maze as they're calling it on the website. Let's take a look over here and see if there's anything that we could see around the fence as far as construction maybe. Now as far as like construction, I don't see much. I do see that kind of like mesh bridge back there in the distance. Not sure if you guys can see it. I'll try to zoom in. Unfortunately, I'm using my prime lens, but this might be the entrance for it. You also do have a building right here that they could potentially utilize as a haunted house as well. Interesting. Maybe another piece of construction back there with the little mesh bridge, but not too sure. All right, so we got our first haunt location down. We're on our way to check out the next haunt location. It's actually at a closed theater here in Kings Dominion. But let's talk a little bit about the prices for the tickets. So I actually have my trusty little helper here, Landon, has been helping me do the research to make sure that we can share it with you guys. As far as like the tickets go, what's the starting price for the tickets, Landon?
So for the Halloween haunt tickets, it's $49.99.
$49.99 or $45?
$45.
Okay, so for the Halloween haunt tickets, they're as low as $45. But there is a cool benefit to those who are annual pass holders like myself and Landon. Landon's actually a gold member. If you're bringing a friend, so for the annual pass holders, the haunt will be included, as well as any of their other events like their Christmas event. But if you want to bring a friend, your friend has to pay, right? If they don't have an annual pass, well, they actually allow you to get them discounted tickets, up to 6 friends, right?
Yep, 6 friends.
So you could get at least 6 bring a friend tickets or whatever they were called, and they end up discounting it for you to, was it? $39.99 each. So that's a pretty cool benefit. If you're bringing a friend and you're an annual pass holder, for you it's free, but to bring a friend you could get them a discounted ticket. Pretty cool. And as we're making our way to the next maze location, we see another sign for Kings Dominion Haunt, 20 Years of Fear. This one's pretty cool because the girl from the advertising for Masquerade is actually there. Very nice. I'm excited for the event to get here finally. There's Landon. All right, let's keep making our way. Now this is a little bit of a display that kind of irks me, but an event that does come to Kings Dominion here is their Winterfest. Why is this up if haunt hasn't even occurred just yet? Come on, show some respect, guys. But if you do live around the area or coming to visit, Kings Dominion Winterfest is another really cool event that they do have here at the park. Check this tree out. It's actually a little bit more important than you think. This tree has actually been to the moon. In 1971, Apollo 14 orbited the moon 34 times, carrying around 500 seeds, one of which sprouted this tree. That is super cool. I never noticed that the times that I've been here, and this tree is super tall. Now this right here off of International Street is the old Action Theater. It's actually closed down. There used to be a large sign right there that said Action Theater, but has been permanently closed. But it is significant because it is the location for Condemned. Oh. So Condemned, the rumors have been floating around since the 50s of a wedding at Darkside Manor that ended in the disappearance of an entire wedding party. Interesting. I'm not going to read the whole thing because I'm terrible at reading out loud, but this sounds like a really cool maze, and somewhere back here is where it's going to be located. I don't see much in the form of actual like construction though, but it could all be occurring behind the scenes. All right, so right next to the fountains on International Street, you got the funnel cake shop, and then you have the Cinnabon shop right here. You got this little space right here. And as you can see, there is definitely some construction going on here. And this one is Cornstalker. So on International Street, we got Cornstalker, the harvest has begun, and you are the new crop. Ooh, scary. Let's see if we get a little bit closer and get a better view of the construction. This right here is undeniably some haunt stuff. So Halloween haunt is in full effect. I'm not sure if you could see in between here, but there definitely is a facade or a building that has like the fast lane kind of sign on it. So there's going to be a fast lane for this haunt, and then if you look right over, you can see it there as well. Awesome. Condemned is getting built. Let's see, can we? Whoop. Nope. The focus, and I don't feel like manually focusing, but another one of the maze locations. Cinnabon smells so good over here. All right, I think I called it Condemned for a second there. I meant Cornstalker. Now, we should have done that one first because it was in the beginning of the park, but we passed by it and didn't notice until after that it was located right there. Now we're gonna make it to the fourth and final out of all the houses or mazes that have been announced. There are 5 coming to the event this year, but the 5th one has yet to be announced. So once that one is announced, maybe we'll come back, check out the location. We do have plenty of time. It's still August. August is about to end, but we have up till the 25th of September for Halloween haunt to actually start to begin. So I'm sure there's going to be a few more visits for construction, so make sure to check back to see if we do any updates on King's Dominion's haunt. And we'll probably do 1 or 2 more on Busch Gardens as well, so make sure to check those out as well. All right, so currently closed, we have the drop tower. And it's our last and final location for the 4th house, which is Trick or Treat, located to the right of the drop tower. So it's probably going to be this building over here that's currently not being utilized. And for Trick or Treat, it's always Halloween on Hemlock Lane. Our story picks up where the fairy tales end. Ooh, and obviously with the promotional picture, you see that there's going to be witches, a coven of witches. Very cool. That's probably the house that I'm most excited for. I like the imagery that they've set up for it, and the location is going to be like an indoor location of an actual building, so they could definitely make a lot with this location right here. Let's go to the front of the building and see if we can see any construction. Sneak a peek. All right, so this is the front of the building. It's not being utilized currently, but it is all blacked out, so unfortunately I don't think we're going to be able to sneak a peek completely. Let's see. All right, so I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see this. This is going to be truly a sneak peek, but down that hole, you can see some clowns and some of the construction going on. That is a hell of a sneak peek of what's going on behind here. We probably aren't supposed to see that, but Landon actually pointed it out to me that there's a hole in the blacked out like windows here. And then when you look in, you could definitely see that construction is going on behind here. That's super exciting, and it looks super cool too. Alrighty guys, that's gonna do it from us here at King's Dominion. Me and Landon did as much as we can, and we got a bit of a sneak peek that Landon found for us for Trick or Treat. I don't think we were supposed to see that, but we definitely didn't sneak in or do anything that we weren't supposed to. There was a hole in basically the tinting of the window, and we were able to get a sneak peek of Trick or Treat.
I'm definitely not going in there.
Yeah? You're too scared? Yeah? He might come back with me for Halloween haunt. We'll see. But if he does come back, he has to agree to do all the houses. Which if he's not going to, then maybe he won't come. But you got to agree to do all the houses. Okay, there we go. But yeah, so that does it for the construction updates. Really, there wasn't much more aside from like signs like this one right here that went up for Halloween haunt. We'll be back for sure. We would have done the scare zones as well, but unfortunately there isn't much up anywhere else besides these signs and that little sneak peek that we got of Trick or Treat. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We really do appreciate it. Hope you enjoyed coming along with us for this construction update here at King's Dominion for their Halloween haunt coming up soon, September 25th. Thank you so much once again. I'll see you guys on the next video, but don't forget to ask yourself, have you been entertained?